You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV want to shout out.
Welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV. Welcome back to Soda TV. You know, that person in that red sweatsuit or tracksuit, whatever he is in that red, that's running and that did that split, that's Q50. Allegedly. Fans are always like on point with things like this, just like when that happened to King Von and Lil Tim was in that blue Dickie suit and he was firing, and then right then and there the fans said, that's Lil Tim. And they went back to pictures of Lil Tim with Quando Rondo in the same Dickie suit. That's him. That fans can see things and call it out as it is right then and there. They don't need that much time. And fans are usually never wrong when it comes to stuff like that. I'm telling y'all, so just roll with me on here, right? Q50 has been asked this question of being present when Lil Jeff was unalive many, many times. And every time his answer is different. That's how you could tell there's something off about this. Even in a couple interviews, one interview specifically, he was asked that, and Q50's response was, I don't really care about internet nerds and all that sharing the video of that guy falling in the middle of the street when Lil Jeff was unalive. But I don't respect street ninjas that share that video because that's police stuff. How is that possible that that's police stuff if that's not you in the video? See, yeah, now you done effed up. But now Q50 is what they call it when you go back. Anyway, he's going back to his original position. And you feel me? When people ask him, was you there? So Vlad asked him, there's rumors that you were present when your boy Lil Jeff was unalive. Like I say, he went back to his, oh no, that was rumors. That was, matter of fact, no, this time his face gets emotionless. That's right. That's what I wanted to go. Emotionless and like a stalemate stare, like clueless, like kind of like just still for 5 seconds. His face goes blank, and then he says, oh, that's just rumors. That's just rumors. So you know that there's more to it, and a lot of times he really don't want to get into it because honestly, it's some heartfelt, traumatizing stuff that happened, and fans have made a joke out of it, talking about he was dancing, talking about he MC Hammer in the middle of the street doing splits, all when in reality it really wasn't a joke. You know what I'm saying? What happened to him? He trying to get away. They then came slid on somebody, and then they get slid on in the middle of them sliding on somebody. So they at Q50, and he trying to get up out of there while Jeff, then went up there and then got unalived, and they bucking at Q50, and Q50, whatever he tried to do at that moment, he slipped and got back up, limping and all, and got back into that car successfully. See, the mission was to get back into that car regardless of what happened, and he made it. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, something embarrassing happened, in the middle of it, and it got caught on camera. You know, players, what they say, players slip up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But we finna get into the footage of DJ Vlad asking Q50, and man, it's just, you don't want to miss it, man. Before we get into it, I gotta ask you to please hit that like button. You know, it lets the YouTube put this video in the algorithm to where it can get recommended to more people. More people can see it. Share this with family, friends, whoever, whenever. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. You feel me? Subscribe to the channel if you don't want to do it now. You can wait to see if I earn it and then do it at the end. And I'll remind you just in case you forget at the end. Last but not least, hit that notification bell to keep you notified on any and everything I post. All right, now I didn't talk enough. Now let me give you what you came for. Roll it.
You dropped a new mixtape. Long live my brother. He probably killed my brother. So the album cover has you, and that's Lil Jeff in the background?
Yeah.
Now, why is he holding up a house?
I don't know. I think that was just like the design, you know what I'm saying, made it look, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I really wanted on there was I wanted him on there somehow, some way, and I wanted like the fire, like I wanted all the fire behind me and shit like that. That's what I wanted on there. But like everything else was kind of like the designer, like, you know what I'm saying, his ideas. And shout out him too. I f him for that. I like that. I like how it came out.
Right, so got Jeff in the background, he got a house in one hand, and the dog tags in his hand.
Yeah.
And then you got the Rolex on with the other hand, and then you got all the gravestones behind you, the crosses. And then you're holding what looks like a Draco, and you got the chain.
Right.
Now, why that title?
That's just something I always say before my songs, like a little slogan I came up with. Like that was just something I knew I had to do. Like that's something I wanted to do when I started rapping. Like I got to come up with something catchy that's gonna catch their attention, and that's what I came up with.
There was a bunch of rumors that said that you were there when Lil Jeff got.
Yeah, rumors, but nah.
Okay, so this project got some features on it. And the biggest is Lil TJ. How'd you guys link up?
So come follow me as we get into this comment section, see what the fans talking about, see if we can relate, possibly get some laughs. Y'all know how we do it. Getting into it, we got Bray at Bray Flocka. They grazed his leg or hit his leg. You know if you see the exclusive footage. So y'all saying that the reason he fell is because that would make sense to me. You feel me? Looking at it, how he was limping and you know, he fell out of nowhere. I kind of thought it was fluky to fall out of nowhere, so I would believe this about the grazing more than, you feel me, he had a what they call that, horse in his leg, or crook, or Charlie horse, or he just fell for no reason, or twisted his leg. Or I would go with, you know, because they was, you know, like I say, they slid and then got slid on. But, you know, the people that they went to slide on, allegedly Trap City was completely prepared, and they got off and came off on top. And I really believe that, you know, something could have either hit his leg or ricocheted, you feel me? But he was definitely affected by what was going on. Moving on to the next comment, we got at TX2, a messiah of civilians. What? But anyway, they say James Brown would be proud. Basically going back to the Q50 basically dancing and hitting the split, just making fun. Like I say, this is probably the reason he don't like being asked this question, because of people not taking it serious enough when one of his best friends, which he called his brother, which really was like a brother to him, little brother at that, you know, he passed in front of him. So if somebody don't take it serious, I wouldn't want nobody to bring it up neither. Right, moving on to the last comment. At Paper Planes Z. You saying sloppy drill, but really he tried to pivot his foot and he slipped on the gravel and the gravel and on the street. 100. The ground wet as F. Just look. So basically said he tried to pivot his foot while he was running or something. For what? Like, I don't know, man. That sounds like somebody trying to make up an excuse when you don't got to make up an excuse for the man, you know, doing something serious and not getting the result that he wanted out of it, but he still lived. So you don't got to go out your way to make no excuse about it, you know what I'm saying, or justify it for him. Q50 grown, you know, obviously it's a little embarrassing and he don't want to, because every time he always give a different response or something like this, but you ain't got to go out your way to, oh, he was trying to pivot. Oh, he was trying to, you know, use the left ligament in his right leg to do a turnabout. You ain't got to do all that, man, for real. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Along with that, if you could please attach the like button to that and share this on your Facebook, anywhere you can share it, man. That's all love. You know, subscribe to the channel. You said if I earned it, you would. And I'm here to remind you, you know, I did. I put everything I could into this for you. Last but not least, notification bell. Keep you notified on any and everything I drop. This is the self-proclaimed #1 celebrity news reporter on YouTube at this time. I'm Soda. And this is the real Soda TV, as written down there. And I'm out.